Hi Arthur, Mrs. Olson here. So, you sent me a question about where to find who creates the sources for our source analysis. So, I have my dashboard open for Apex, and you are in World History 1-2. So, I am going to bring up Apex for your course. And the very first primary source analysis that you completed was on 2.2.1. So in this column, which is the table of contents, I am going to click on section 2.2 because 2.2.1 is going to be within it. And here is 2.2.1. And you will see that, I'm going to make my screen just a little bit bigger. You will see that within this section for 2.2.1, there are 4 pages. So you always want to read this beginning information because it provides context for the source. And in fact, one of the questions in a primary source analysis is always about context. And I ask, what is going on in the world? So you can get that information from these pages preceding the source. So, on the third page of 2.2.1, you'll see that it says Primary Source, Illustrating Science, and you click on Illustrating Science. I have to bring this into view. And here you will see that there is a slide gallery. So, one sec here. Now, before we get into the slide gallery, you can actually scroll down and you'll see behind that when we get in here, there are 4 images. And at the bottom of this, it is telling us who created the 4 images. So images 1 and 2 are created by Galileo Galilei. The third image is created by Andreas Cellarius. And the fourth one is created by Robert Hooke. And so we click on the slide gallery, and then we click on the source, and it gives us a caption which provides a little bit of information. So you would click on each of those 4 sources to answer the questions in the source analysis. So I'm going to go to the next source analysis, which was on 2.3.5. So we have to go into our table of contents. Here is section 2.3 on the Industrial Revolution, 2.3.5, okay? And once again, you have to read the preceding pages that provides context for the source. There's page number 2. There's page number 3, and on this page we have to click on this icon that is an open book, and when you hover over it, it says click for your reading materials, and it brings up The Wealth of Nations written by Adam Smith. And so when you have this open, then you read this document. It isn't very long, but it's an excerpt from the book that he wrote called The Wealth of Nations. So if you're ever confused with the document that comes up, you should be able to scroll to the bottom, and in the Works Cited section, often found at the bottom, you will see who the creator, the author was, Adam Smith. Okay, I hope that answers your question about where to find the creator of the sources with source analyses. Ask me questions if you have them. Bye!